Have you ever stopped to notice how much of life passes us by while we wait for the perfect moment? How many sunsets go unseen? How many laughs go unshared? How many opportunities slip away because fear tells us to hold back? Today, I want to talk about something that changes everything. The choice to live fully, to embrace joy, and to refuse fear from stealing the life you were meant to enjoy. Too often, we let fear dictate the way we experience life. We worry about the future, dwell on the past, and hesitate to truly step into the present. But what if I told you that the very thing holding you back, your fear, is also the very thing you can conquer, moment by moment, choice by choice? What if living fearlessly and enjoying every day isn't reckless, but the most powerful act of courage you could commit to? In the next few minutes, we're going to explore how to break free from fear, embrace gratitude, let go of perfection, and step boldly into the life that's waiting for you right now. By the end of this talk, you'll see that joy isn't something you chase. It's something you claim, something you live, and something you inspire in others simply by choosing to show up fully in your own life. So stay with me, because what we discuss today has the power to transform not just how you experience life, but how the world experiences you. This is your invitation to step into courage, to savor every moment, and to live a life so full that fear has no place to stand. Fear often steals joy, quietly creeping into our minds and hearts, convincing us that happiness is dangerous, that peace is fragile, and that to enjoy life fully is to invite disappointment or loss. It manifests in countless ways: worries about the future, regret over the past, comparisons to others, or the constant feeling that we are not enough. Fear whispers that it is safer to hold back, to stay small, to avoid the laughter, the risk, the vulnerability that comes with truly living. And the tragic thing is, while fear tries to protect us, it also robs us of the very thing we were meant to experience: the richness, the beauty, the simple pleasures that make life worth living. Every day, we have opportunities to choose joy, but fear often convinces us to wait, to postpone happiness until circumstances are perfect or until we feel fully ready. The truth is that waiting for a life without fear is like waiting for a sunset that never comes. Life is not without uncertainty, loss, or hardship, and pretending otherwise only keeps us trapped. The moment we allow fear to dictate our choices, we trade vitality for safety, presence for hesitation, and experience for avoidance. Fear convinces us that enjoying everyday life is frivolous, irresponsible, or even reckless. But in reality, avoiding joy is what keeps our spirits diminished and our potential unrealized. To reclaim joy, we must first recognize the ways fear shows up in our lives. It may appear as anxiety about what might happen, as self-doubt that undermines confidence, or as hesitation that keeps us from saying yes to opportunities, relationships, or experiences. Acknowledging fear is not a sign of weakness. It is the first step toward breaking its grip. Once we see fear for what it is, a natural response but not a command, we gain the power to act in spite of it. Living without fear does not mean life will be free of challenges or pain, but it does mean refusing to let uncertainty and worry dictate whether we embrace the present. It means deciding to laugh, to love, to engage, and to savor even the small, ordinary moments, even when fear lingers in the background. By refusing to let fear steal our joy, we choose freedom, vitality, and a life that reflects the fullness of what it means to truly be alive. The power to enjoy everyday life begins when we stop letting fear control our choices and start stepping boldly into the beauty that exists around us, within reach every single day. Life is a gift, not a guarantee, and understanding this truth changes the way we approach every moment. Too often, people get caught up in routines, responsibilities, and endless plans for the future, forgetting that each day is a precious opportunity that will never come again. We tend to act as if time is infinite, as if tomorrow is assured, but the reality is that life is fragile, unpredictable, and fleeting. Recognizing life as a gift invites us to approach each day with a sense of awe, gratitude, and intentionality, making the choice to experience it fully rather than letting it slip by unnoticed. When we treat life as a gift, even ordinary moments take on extraordinary meaning. The laughter of a friend, a warm meal, a quiet morning, or a simple walk in nature become reminders of the abundance that surrounds us. These moments are not trivial, they are the essence of living. Too often, people delay joy, waiting for monumental events, achievements, or perfect circumstances, forgetting that the real treasure lies in the present. Life is not a promise. It is a series of moments given to us to cherish, explore, and embrace. Each sunrise is a reminder that we have been entrusted with another chance, another opportunity to love, to learn, to grow, and to make a difference. Understanding life as a gift also changes how we face adversity. Challenges, setbacks, and hardships are inevitable, but they do not diminish the value of life. They highlight it. A life fully appreciated is one that acknowledges both beauty and struggle, knowing that even pain has the power to teach, shape, and deepen our experience. When we grasp that life is a gift, fear loses its grip because we recognize that every day offers something to be thankful for, regardless of circumstances. Living with the awareness that life is a gift encourages us to take risks, to seize opportunities, and to savor experiences without hesitation. It reminds us to express love, to pursue passions, and to invest in relationships because tomorrow is never guaranteed. Each day becomes a canvas, and how we choose to live it, whether with fear, hesitation, or boldness, determines the quality of our experience. By embracing life as the precious, irreplaceable gift that it is, we free ourselves to enjoy everyday moments, to celebrate existence itself, and to live boldly, fully, and without regret. Recognizing the fleeting nature of life transforms ordinary days into extraordinary opportunities for joy, meaning, and purpose, calling us to step into each moment with gratitude and courage. Courage to embrace the present is what separates a life half lived from a life fully experienced. Too often, people allow fear, doubt, or the weight of past mistakes to prevent them from stepping into the moment that is right in front of them. It takes bravery to live fully, to laugh wholeheartedly, to love without reservation, and to engage with life even when the future is uncertain. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite it. Every time we choose to face the day with openness and boldness, we cultivate a strength that allows us to enjoy life in a way that hesitation and worry could never permit. Embracing the present requires intentionality. It calls for a conscious decision to put aside distractions, regrets, and anxieties that pull our attention away from the beauty of now. When we focus on the present, we begin to notice the small moments that often go overlooked. The warmth of sunlight on our skin, the sound of laughter echoing through a room, the joy of shared experiences, and the quiet peace found in reflection. These moments, while seemingly ordinary, are where life's richness is truly found. Courage allows us to fully inhabit these experiences rather than letting them pass by unnoticed or unappreciated. Living with courage also means taking risks that feed the soul. It may be the courage to pursue a dream, to express love, to forgive, or to step into unfamiliar situations. Each act of bravery opens the door to growth, connection, and deeper fulfillment. Fear may whisper that it is safer to stay in the shadows, to play it small, or to wait for perfect conditions. But courage tells a different story. It reminds us that life's most rewarding experiences often require stepping into uncertainty with faith that we are capable, that we are deserving, and that the present moment is worth engaging fully. Courage transforms the way we interact with everyday life. It changes ordinary routines into opportunities for joy, gratitude, and discovery. It allows us to meet each day with energy, passion, and a willingness to be fully present. When we approach life with courage, we stop merely existing and start truly living, embracing each experience with openness and enthusiasm. Courage is the engine that propels us past hesitation and fear, giving us permission to savor the present, to engage with life authentically, and to experience the fullness of every day as the gift it was meant to be. Gratitude opens the door to happiness in ways that few other practices can. Life is full of moments that are easy to overlook. The warmth of the morning sun, the sound of a loved one's voice, the simple satisfaction of a meal, or a quiet moment to breathe. Often, people focus so much on what they lack, on the next goal or the next challenge, that they fail to recognize the abundance already present in their lives. Gratitude shifts perspective. It trains the mind to notice the beauty, the blessings, and the small joys that exist all around us, even in ordinary or difficult days. By intentionally appreciating these moments, We create space for happiness to flourish and fear or worry to diminish. When we cultivate gratitude, we stop taking life for granted. It encourages us to be fully present, to engage with experiences rather than rush through them. Every day becomes an opportunity to celebrate, rather than a series of obligations or problems to solve. Even the smallest experiences, sharing a laugh, feeling the breeze on your face, or witnessing a simple act of kindness, become sources of joy when viewed through a lens of gratitude. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we allow happiness to grow organically, because happiness is not always about grand achievements, but about appreciating the ordinary moments that make life rich and meaningful. Gratitude also strengthens resilience. Life will inevitably present challenges, setbacks, and disappointments, but when gratitude is practiced consistently, it becomes easier to recognize positive aspects even in difficult circumstances. By acknowledging the blessings that remain in the midst of struggle, we cultivate a sense of hope, perspective, and contentment that fear and negativity cannot easily diminish. This shift in mindset is powerful because it transforms how we experience both the highs and lows of life, allowing us to maintain joy and peace even when external circumstances are imperfect. Practicing gratitude also deepens connections with others. When we express appreciation to those around us, family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, we create bonds, spread positivity, and reinforce the joy that comes from human connection. Gratitude is a reminder that happiness is not a distant goal. It is available here and now, in the everyday interactions, moments of reflection, and small acts of acknowledgement that fill our lives with meaning. By intentionally embracing gratitude, we unlock the ability to live fully, appreciate deeply, and experience the richness of life without fear, hesitation, or reservation. Letting go of perfection and control is one of the most liberating steps toward fully enjoying everyday life. Many people live under the weight of unrealistic expectations, believing that happiness and success are only possible when every detail is perfect and everything is carefully planned. This mindset keeps us trapped in constant worry, second guessing, and frustration because life is rarely neat or predictable. The truth is that perfection is an illusion, and trying to control every aspect of life only limits our ability to experience joy. True freedom and true enjoyment comes when we release the need to manage everything and accept life as it unfolds. Letting go of control does not mean giving up responsibility or becoming passive. It means recognizing that some things are beyond our influence and that clinging to certainty can prevent us from fully embracing the present. Life is full of surprises, both joyful and challenging. And when we try to rigidly control every outcome, we create unnecessary stress and distance ourselves from the richness of experience. By surrendering the illusion of control, we allow ourselves to be open to opportunities, relationships, and experiences that might otherwise pass us by. We begin to notice beauty in spontaneity, growth in uncertainty, and happiness in moments we could not have planned for. Releasing the need for perfection also nurtures self-compassion. When we accept that mistakes, setbacks, and flaws are part of the human experience, we stop judging ourselves so harshly and start celebrating progress, effort, and small victories. Life becomes less about meeting impossible standards and more about embracing the process, learning along the way, and finding joy in what is. This shift in mindset transforms fear into courage, hesitation into action, and anxiety into presence. It reminds us that enjoyment is not contingent on flawless circumstances, but on the willingness to engage fully with life as it is. Moreover, letting go of perfection allows us to connect more deeply with others. When we stop trying to control appearances or outcomes, we become more authentic, more vulnerable, and more relatable. Relationships flourish, laughter becomes easier, and shared experiences are richer. By surrendering control, we invite life to flow through us, giving ourselves permission to be spontaneous, to take risks, and to fully participate in the joy that surrounds us. Ultimately, letting go of perfection and control transforms fear into freedom, hesitation into confidence, and ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities for happiness, connection, and fulfillment. Inspiration through action and example is a powerful way to influence not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. When we choose to embrace joy in life fearlessly, We send a message to the world that happiness is attainable, that courage is possible, and that life can be celebrated even amidst uncertainty. Our choices, behaviors, and attitudes are constantly observed, whether consciously or unconsciously. And when we model a life of fearless engagement, gratitude, and presence, we create ripples that inspire others to do the same. Living fully is contagious because it demonstrates that joy is a decision, not a circumstance. Every act of intentional joy, no matter how small, carries significance. Laughing openly, appreciating the present moment, pursuing passions, or treating others with kindness are all examples of living visibly in a way that encourages others to embrace life as well. People are naturally drawn to those who exude positivity and courage, and by refusing to let fear dictate our actions, we offer a template for others to follow. Inspiration through example is not about perfection or grand gestures. It is about consistently choosing to live authentically and joyfully, showing that happiness can coexist with challenges and uncertainty. When we inspire others through our actions, we also reinforce our own commitment to fearless living. Each time we choose joy, gratitude, and presence, we strengthen the habits that make life richer and more fulfilling. We become more aware of the beauty around us, more resilient in the face of setbacks, and more confident in our ability to navigate uncertainty. Our choices become a testament to the possibility of thriving in everyday life, demonstrating that fear does not have to limit experience and that courage can create profound impact. In addition, leading by example encourages a collective shift in mindset. Friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers notice when someone approaches life with intentional joy and courage, and this observation can spark reflection, motivation, and change in their own lives. By embracing everyday moments with fearlessness, we not only enrich our own experience, but also create a community of encouragement and hope. Inspiration through action proves that living fully is not just about personal satisfaction. It is about demonstrating what is possible, influencing others to step beyond fear, and creating a world where courage, joy, and presence are celebrated values. Each choice to live authentically becomes a beacon, reminding everyone that life is meant to be experienced boldly and joyfully. In conclusion, choosing to not fear enjoying everyday life is a decision that transforms every moment, every interaction, and every experience. Life is too precious to be lived in hesitation, worry, or self-imposed limits. By confronting fear, embracing gratitude, letting go of perfection, and stepping courageously into the present, we open ourselves to the fullness of life and the beauty that exists all around us. Each small act of joy, each intentional moment of presence not only enriches our own lives, but also inspires those around us to live boldly and authentically. The power to live without fear lies within each of us, and the choice to embrace it turns ordinary days into extraordinary experiences. As you leave here today, carry this message with you. Live intentionally, cherish the present, and refuse to let fear dictate the quality of your life. Each day is a gift, and joy is available now, right where you are. May you find the courage to engage fully, the gratitude to appreciate deeply, and the boldness to inspire others by the way you live. Good luck on your journey to living fearlessly, embracing every moment, and finding happiness in the everyday. Thank you for allowing me to share these thoughts with you. And may your life be filled with joy, purpose, and unwavering courage.